This whole set of mangroves right here is a roosting area and a nesting area for magnificent frigates. And our hope is that we're going to get in there close enough. All of Bahia Almejas, the land of the chocolate clam, was shut down for many years. And recently they opened it up. So this is really special that we get to come in here and hopefully get in this channel. And Domingo's fabulous. He's got to get around this one sandbar, but I see the channel. Bravo! It's really shallow right there. Lots of nests. Many of these nests are cormorant nests. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow, how cool to be back here. We have just enough tide to get into this wonderful sanctuary for magnificent frigates. We can see frigates soaring over the mangroves all around us. The tide is still coming up, and now we're able to watch and observe all of these frigates in their home territory.
This is amazing. After being out on all that huge expanse of water, here we are in this lovely hidden lagoon looking at frigatebirds and hermit crabs.
We've been able to see the frigatebirds and see the nests that are in the mangroves, and even looking down in the shallow water to enjoy the hermit crabs. And so it's just a wonderful, wonderful day here in Baja on the National Geographic Seabird.
One of the things that I think is wonderful in discovering a place in the world is we might have come here to see whales, but what we're doing right now is discovering small things in the saltwater, watching frigatebirds fly. So we're really experiencing the diversity of Baja.
Come around here, everyone. We've got an amazing little colony of frigatebirds right here. Frigatebirds don't actually waterproof their feathers enough to be able to dive and catch their food that way. But the main way that they actually make a living is by stealing. They are kleptoparasites, which means that they parasitize other birds by stealing from them. Look, it's chasing another bird here. Of course, to be a frigatebird is a very skilled matter. You have to be able to outmaneuver other birds and steal food. It's not a very easy livelihood. So what happens is that the male arrives and he chooses a site to build the nest. But once he's chosen his site, he'll inflate these incredible pouches called gular sacs. And once he's got the gular sac inflated, he'll sit there and he'll wait for the females to fly overhead. And what he'll try and do is attract them by shaking these incredible wings that they have and making that clicking sound. Isn't that incredible? You might wonder why they're all sitting together in an area like this. Because if you're a lone male, you might have less competition, but at the same time, less females will be attracted to the area. If you have a lot of different males in an area, more females will be attracted to the area, so it ends up being a benefit. So just imagine if you were going to go to a bar to look for a date, would you choose a bar with a single male or one with several?
Oh, this is a beautiful first day here. Beautiful weather. And we saw so many frigatebirds coming in. We saw a frigatebird attacking other birds. You know, they're the pirates of the sea. We walked the island. We saw the boobies. We saw the iguanas. This island is a perfect laboratory to see what happens in science and to observe nature. Oh. We just have had an absolutely wonderful morning here.
Looks like a wing bone or something at the bottom.
So today we are on Genovesa Island. In this particular season of the year, the frigatebirds are displaying their mating behavior. And the males on the breeding season, they will inflate that pouch in order to attract the females. It's the male who builds the nest, and when the nest is ready, They will sit on the nest, open the wings, inflate their pouch, and sing and dance for all the females that cross by. The females will fly on top of all the males looking for the best architect and the best singer.
I was thinking, thank goodness we chose this week to come to this island because it's amazing, really amazing to see these frigatebirds with their red maleness. You know, it's just incredible. To watch them do the dance is like once in a lifetime, once in a lifetime. I'll take away what an ecological wonder the Galápagos are and how far-sighted the people were that made this a national park and looking after it and rehabilitating it and keeping the life here because it's incredible. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Listen to that.
There must be a girl flying by.
That's the female. Look, the female is crossing. Look, she decided to land with one male over there. Yeah.
This is our last full day here in the Galápagos, and we have Genovesa Island. This is one of the best islands here in the Galápagos to see Nazca boobies, frigatebirds, and this time of the year we are lucky now because we've seen frigatebirds displaying this red pouch in order to attract a mate. Frigates, we've seen it this morning. Males are already preparing with this pouch. This time of the year, where they're gonna inflate, they're gonna start shaking and producing sounds. That is gonna convince some of the females to approach these males, and by the size of this pouch, by the sound, they're gonna form a couple, which is gonna last up to 14 months, because in frigates, it is known as the longest parental care of any other seabird worldwide.
Today we are at a true bird lover's paradise, an island called Genovesa, and the birds are phenomenal. This expedition has been more than I could have ever dreamed of. This has really been the trip of a lifetime. I think that the Galapagos is something that every person should see in their lifetime. This is such a wonderful example of how conservation can and does work, and the rest of the world can learn quite a bit from coming here.
But it is a privilege to come right here because it is a fantastic number of birds and frigates. Now this time in breeding season, they inflate the red pouches. And these are male frigates. These are the only ones that have the red pouches. Besides the fact that these birds are nesting right now, you know, an incredible fact that happens in very few places around the world is that you can come very close to them without making them go away and fly away. They just stay right there and pose for you, and that's probably one of the most incredible experiences you can have. It will take them about 20 minutes to put the air in, and they will sit at a beautiful place. They think it's beautiful, and that's very important for the females because they will also think it's beautiful, and they will start shaking the wings and vibrating the pouch as the females fly above. If they're convinced they like that one, they're gonna come down, and that male is gonna do his best to keep it right there.
So today we are visiting Genovesa Island. It is a bird's paradise. So we traveled to the Darwin Bay this morning, and we were able to see frigate birds.
Now there's only one species of frigate here, and its name is great frigatebird. We don't find the magnificent nesting on this island, so this is entirely a great frigatebird population. So what they're doing here is that these males are waiting for an opportunity, you know, of a mate. Yeah, and that's what they do when they are trying to attract the females. And look, there is one there and causing all the revolution.
So what I love about the Galapagos is the wildlife and how close you can get to animals and really, you know, experience it. And also just the differences of all the islands. So every island is very special and you get to see different things on each island. So it's just been an amazing trip.
I'd say maybe it's better to just say what wasn't mind-blowing. I mean, from the land iguanas just kind of crawling right up and posing and displaying these amazing colors to the frigate birds right behind me who are competing for mates, this amazing display, puffing up their red manhood, I guess, competing for the woman. And then we watched this one couple select each other and start to build their nest.
Wow, this is awesome. This is a Nat Geo moment. As you can see, she is arranging the nesting site. He has fasted. He's not going fishing. He's not doing anything but making sure that she is comfortable. Eventually, he will deflate his color pouch. They will mate, and a single egg will be produced as they both will incubate and end up rearing that baby till the end. And this is wonderful. You know, he's going to go back out there searching for nesting material, for they are starting a family.
Watching the whole circle of life is amazing. It's just spectacular. What a great experience.
That is a kind of feeding frenzy of frigatebirds. They were taking advantage that many small fish while swimming gathering together, so it develops. It forms like a big school of fish. And because they cannot touch the surface of the water, they are only going to put the beak underwater, and that is how they got the little fish.
They all take turns. Yeah.
So basically, the highlight is when surprise happened. So this was a surprise. So that was really a good show. And thanks because of the driver also, all her. Good one.
It was fantastic. So exciting to see.
I got some underwater. Hopefully I get the birds swooping in and picking up the fish. Should be cool. Check it out right now.
A lot of these are endemics of a species. They came here, but once they get to Galapagos and there's isolation of the population, they change their DNA over time. We got some big balloons around here. These are more likely magnificent frigatebirds. Frigatebirds are named after the frigate ships and the pirates. These guys are the pirates of the sky. They're waiting for the boobies or any other birds coming back from the ocean after feeding out there. And as they're coming back in, the frigates are gonna grab the booby by their tail, shake them, and make them regurgitate and eat whatever comes out.
Oh, geez. Oh, you're kidding.
They are bullies of the sky. There's a male right there flying, see it? The red pouch underneath. Which one is it? The one in the nest, probably.
I think the frigates are really amazing. Those males, what they do, it's so great. Look at that, what they go through to attract a mate.
Because both are trying to get it from him, though.